From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page. Now it's off to the show. Take it away, nerds.
Alrighty, everyone. Welcome here tonight to the Sim 500 Racing League and the Super Series presented by Metro Salt Cutting out of Portland, Oregon. As we get ready to go racing here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway, in the booth with me tonight, as always, AJ Capola from the Nerds Doing Nerds Things podcast. Back out here this time at Atlanta Motor Speedway with super late models, AJ.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I've run a couple super late models in my iRacing life, but I have never run on a track this big before, so I'm really excited to see how these guys maneuver Atlanta.
Yeah, and we're going to take a look here, of course. Big shout out to Metro Saw Cutting out of Portland, Oregon. If you need trees down in the Portland, Oregon area, you need a tree off your property.
You just turned into Alvin and the Chipmunks, so you might want to check yourself.
On your end or mine, or on the broadcast end? Let's see. Am I good on the broadcast at least?
Maybe it's me. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's you, buddy. But if you need a tree took down off your property and you're in the Portland, Oregon area, make sure to call 503-341-8911 and a Metro Saw Cutting will get you took care of. And again, thank you to Metro Saw Cutting for their sponsorship with the Sim 500 Racing League Super Series here tonight, round number 5 of 11, as we kind of come in on the with the series kind of up and going, kind of every time we do that, that's kind of, for us, AJ, a little bit more interesting because we're coming into a opening or a season that's already active. And you take a look here, it's Mike Kelly. He's won the last 3 times out. He's got Tyler Dalton right there in second, 10 points back. Bobby Wetzel there in fourth, Scott Simley, Shannon Wood, all in that top 5 here as we continue to rock and roll here early. So again, thank those guys as well. Going to be a great points battle here as we roll into Atlanta. No tire changes and no tire changes and really no fast repairs at all. Well, there we go. Concrete, there we go. The one I put up was given trees, so concrete and asphalt maintenance. Okay, that works too. That will work as we get ready to go. Well, that's even better because, like, maybe I could get them to do me a concrete pad for the Sim Racing League rig that I got. But anyway, as we get ready to go. So, AJ, do I still sound like a chipmunk on your end? Oh, we have lost AJ, so that's not a good sign here. We might be a chipmunk on AJ's end. Let's see here. While we wait and see what is actually going on. Going to be a great race here tonight as we get ready to go. Minute 49 left on the board. The Sim 500 Super Series here tonight as we get ready to go here in Atlanta. It's going to be interesting. No tire changes for these drivers They're going to have to manage what they got from the very get-go with one set of tires. Wood up front right now. Bruce Lee Weaver and Joey right here as well on track. Joey was not at the ARCA race on Saturdays. On this Saturday evening. He is out now. As we continue to get ready to go, as we got 2 likes, we're waiting on AJ to figure it out. I'm actually going to exit out of Discord, try to come back in, see if it fixes it for us. So stand by with us, folks, while we try to figure out why the AJ is having trouble hearing me. We're going to go over to our screen here for a minute in a holding pattern while I get back in there and try to deduce the Discord problem. It was fine up till we went live. And we'll get ready to go once again here in just one moment as we get ready with 25 seconds remaining on the board this time. And let's see if AJ can hear us or if I'm a chipmunk now. So let's see. AJ, buddy, am I still a chipmunk or am I better?
I don't know why I have you talking like a chipmunk. It is so weird.
Well, that is really, really weird.
But I hear myself fine because I have, whatever it's called on.
Let me try to change the mic for you, AJ, and see if that'll help. What about
that worked?
That worked. Okay, that worked.
Now you're back to a chipmunk.
What in the world?
Now you're back to normal.
What is going on with Discord? This is interesting.
I don't know. I thought maybe you became Alvin or something.
No, I did not become Alvin from Alvin and the Chipmunks as we got qualifying underway. Luckily on the stream it's fine, so I just don't know.
Yeah, I would have dealt with it because I knew on the stream it was fine. But I couldn't understand anything what you were saying.
Oh man, as we get ready to go here, that's the first time that's happened to us.
Absolutely. And I'm actually reloading I reset the whole computer thinking it was on my end.
Well, we got it fixed, and I managed to mess up the sponsor spot tonight. So they actually cut concrete, not trees. So,
oops.
That's a thing. But we're going to keep rolling here. Qualifying underway. I don't know what to expect out of these cars tonight, like we talked about, AJ. It's going to be a high-speed racetrack for these super lights.
Yeah, they're going to be going fast. They're going to probably use the whole racetrack top to bottom because from what I was watching in practice, they were testing everything out.
Yeah, they were testing the top. They were testing the bottom. They even some were testing the middle lane, which is probably smart here because, again, we don't know exactly, where the fast line is going to be. Bruce Lee Weaver, top of the board. Joey second right now in the 14. Wetzel there in third. Tommy there as well. Shannon Wood, top of the board in the 02 camp. Man, I just don't know what to expect here. I did talk to the setup guy that made the setup for this race tonight, and he was talking about he had to make the car a little bit extra loose just so it didn't push so bad. And so we don't think they're going to be really full throttle all the way around here all night like we had kind of originally assumed.
Yeah. If you have to lift out of the throttle and not run this track wide open, I think that adds to a lot of strategy because of being down low in the middle or up high or possibly driving it in there deep. Because if you're just holding it wide open, you're just pretty much going to be stuck in the same line all the time.
Yeah, exactly. So that is going to be my question to what we end up with here today. I think it's going to be a lot of throttle play, which is going to be good for racing. Me personally, we've talked about this in other series. I like a car that you have to manhandle. You have to drive it. You can't just drive off in there. And I think that's what we're going to see today. Tyler Dalton in the 19, though, top of the board. Mike Kelly trying to keep his winning streak alive right now in the 2 camp. Right now, qualifying in second with his nearest championship rival right in front of him. again, 5 races of 11 with this series, AJ. They're getting to that point of the year where you really have to go at it.
Yeah, it's go time. If you're behind by any stretch of the means, you better be putting points together.
Go gadget points. Is that what you should be saying tonight?
Yes, 100% go gadget points.
Right now, Scott Smiley right there on track in the 12. EJ right there coming around the corner here, getting loaded up as we get ready to finish off this qualifying effort again. Same as Saturday night, 55-minute time limit, 60 laps. We do have bonus points, however, at halfway here. So that is another thing, what would that be? 30, what did we say earlier? 33, 34 laps in your first half? Yeah.
33. They're running 66 laps, so if they cut it right at halfway, it's at lap 32 is where they're going to get bonus points.
Which could be huge here in this playoff battle. And if you go over to the Dan Wiesa page and you look at the points already, that has proven to be a very big deal just in what I seen when I was getting the points earlier. The guys' bonus points mattered probably just about as much as the race win.
Yeah, well, anytime you get a race that allows for bonus points, you need to be able to capitalize on those bonus points, or somebody else is going to most likely gain ground on you.
Yeah. So, we are ready to go here in the 7500 Racing League Super Series presented by Metro Salt Cutting, Concrete Cutting as well. Not tree cutting like I originally said. They're probably wanting to throw something at me right now. You never know. They might start cutting trees now that I said it.
No, I'm pretty sure they're going to take a block of concrete and package it right to your door and be like, here you go, Matt. We cut this just for you.
Well, at least they're not doing the swim with the fishes thing. Had a block of concrete and give me concrete shoes, and they let me go try out the Atlantic Ocean.
Hey, I would not have gone that far, pal. Shit.
So here is your qualifying order presented by Metro Saw Cutting, Portland, Oregon. It's Tyler Dalton, Mike Kelly, your front row. Row number 2, Shannon Wood, Scott Smiley, they're in 4th. EJ, Tommy, Bobby, Bruce Weaver, and Randy with Joey right there in 10th. Paul Crumry there, Jason there as well in 12th. 13th is Doug and Mr. Jeff there. 14th, 15th is Lewis. D. White right there, Beverly in 16th. 17th is Brandon L. Lawson. John Higman, I believe, in 18th, Junior. Gerald Livingston there. Matthew there, 20th. And 21st, there's Ed. So 21 super late models tonight.
Yeah, and they're gonna really take this abrasive racetrack. And for what you said, there is no tire change. Am I right?
Yeah, no tire change here in this 66 lap affair here tonight. And again, folks, I'm sorry if I cough on you any tonight. I've still got a cough that I was dealing with in the last broadcast, AJ. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll get through it.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. But with that no tire change, I feel protecting your tires goes straight to the top of the list with how much of an abrasive racetrack Atlanta is.
Yeah, exactly. Here as we get ready to go here, Matthew right there behind them. Everybody, I think you're dead even, AJ. I think protecting your tires has become top of the leaderboard on things to do. I think that affected AJ's keys to the race, even though we didn't have AJ's keys for tonight because we've never seen this series here. I think next time we come here, we'll know that now, and that'll go top of the board.
Yeah, I 100%, a lot of racetracks think keeping your tires underneath you and monitoring how fast you're wearing them is a big thing. You know, you could always learn to save fuel. You could always try to save fuel, let off a little bit. it is very difficult to save tires, and when you're not changing tires throughout this whole race, it's gonna really determine who's gonna win tonight is how bad your tires are.
Yep, here we go off of turn number 4. Pace car is down, getting ready to get up through the gears, and these super late models don't spin their tires. We're green and Atlanta. Now here's the question, AJ, these supers, how long will it take them to get up to full salt? 140, 150 in the draft here. Mike holding the top side, AJ. They're actually getting up to the 170s back straight away, AJ.
Yeah, they're probably at full song going into 3 right now.
Section, look right here, though, leading the way, Tyler Dalton. Mike Kelly, top 4 under a blanket. EJ right there as well. Scott at the end of lap number 1 and 5th, just holding serve right behind them. Hey, look at this side by side up front, AJ. This top 2 has not really moved from the start of this race.
Yeah, and now it looks like that 2 car is going to try to get right underneath the 19 and possibly take the spot right back.
I'll be right there in the line as well. There they go, still side by side. And I'm wondering, with the little bit reduced speed here, the super lates, if we'll stay this way the whole time.
I don't know. I'm really curious. The late model races I've seen, they're very together a lot, and when they get spread out, it's not for a very long time.
Even if we look back at the pack at Joey, Paul Crum, Rice, some of the guys back here, it's almost like once they get side by side, they start to kind of get stalled out a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just the package or the setup.
Well, I think you're doing all you can do speed wise, right, with these cars, and you're on it. You're trying to stay on it as much as you humanly can, because that's what you don't want is to lose speed, right?
No, and the 19, it seems like we're seeing, at least for first and second, a lot of crossover moves.
Yeah, exactly. And now this crossover, you go in high, right? Like they are now, like this 2 is. If you can get the momentum down the banking, that'll help you get back underneath. But right now the 19 and Tyler are going to clear Dalton to the race lead here.
Yeah, I think the 19 did a really good job because it looked like the 2 was going to try to get right behind him, but he protected that inside line as we have a caution out in the track.
Yellow out, first one of the evening, 1 car around on the raceway right now as we speak. When we'll get ready here to go to our Extreme Sim TV replay, trying to get a car number. I believe that was the 8 that ran into a problem there, AJ. So indeed, it was the 8 that ran into a problem. Let's get our replay up and going here as we get ready once again. And here we go, the Extreme Sim TV replay. First caution of the night. And it was the 8 car. In the 80, or what is that, the 81 battling side by side right here?
That's what it looked like.
I believe.
I'm trying to go back to it as well. But I'm literally just waiting for your stream to pop up because it's easier to do that.
Oh, well, let's just say the 8 in the 81, the 8 got right rear, turned into the outside wall, AJ, and it was huge.
Oh, boy.
And remember, no fast repairs here tonight.
So you're sitting there for the whole duration of getting that car at least
Yeah.
drivable.
And I don't know, Randy, unfortunately for him, if he'll even be able to get that thing repaired. 6 laps complete, first yellow of the night. There you go, and that was a pretty big impact.
Yeah, I just watched it on your end again. That kind of looked like they both wanted the high side there, and the 8 just got the really bad portion of it. Just the way I saw it.
Yeah, exactly, and we'll get ready to get back going. 7 of 66 complete. And we'll get ready to fire this bad boy back up. But again, first yellow tonight, early on, AJ. And caution laps here, I think it's going to take them a little bit to get everything cleaned up and ready to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe not this time by, but next time by we should be good. But, what an pretty awesome 5 laps that we saw with the front 2 cars. Just, all right, I'm going to cut underneath you. Nope. Now I'm going to cut underneath you. They just leapfrogged the whole time, and that was pretty entertaining racing.
Yeah, it was. I tell you what, the super lates always perform, right? Even though they're kind of meant to be on smaller racetracks. It's great to see them out here at a place like Atlanta.
Yeah. And I really do like how they have to get out of the throttle, because we've seen it. If they didn't have to jump out of the throttle for just a little bit, we wouldn't be seeing these moves.
Yeah, if you listen to Door Bumper Clear podcast like I do religiously every week, one thing that TJ Majors and Brett and all the spotters there talk about is off throttle time. The more off throttle time we get, the better racing we're going to get. It's great to be running around there pinned to the floor, but that's not going to produce great racing usually.
No, not at all.
Well, we're continuing 8-66. Next caution here. If we get another one, we'll try to grab an interview with Mike Kelly or Tyler Dalton there to get their opinion on what they're seeing early on here at Atlanta in round number 5 of 11 for the Super Series. Presented by Metro Saw Cutting.
And what do they cut, Matt? I'm just making sure that you know this.
They cut concrete. All right, they do not cut down trees. For the record,
as Bruce Lawson said, they don't cut trees. LOL. Concrete and asphalt maintenance.
Well,
I am never letting you live that down.
Exactly.
As long as we broadcast this league, you are not living this down.
No, I will not. You will not let that go away, will you? That is your job. If they continue down the back straightaway right now, that was a pretty big oopsie daisy on my part, but
Well, but now you know.
Now you know. The more you know.
Oh, God.
But right now, Tyler Dalton leads EJ all over the back bumper. EJ putting some pressure here side by side down the dry oval.
Looks like he's going to get the position probably middle of turn 1, and then we're going to see that 19 possibly get the nice run off.
Well, what about Mike Kelly right there, third car in line here, trying to get the draft off of both of them? What do you think? We might see some 3 wide here at some point tonight.
I think we're going to see 3 wide quite a bit tonight. It's just, can the 2 get to the inside or outside of these 2 guys? Yeah,
that's the thing. The 2's kind of trapped. And he's kind of the lone car in the parade right now because they're 2 wide behind him as well. He's going to have to pick his line here very, very wisely. What you tried to do here. The 19 stalled out again. We're seeing them get side by side, but again, it's almost like they stall out at that point.
I mean, it kind of looks like plate racing in a little bit, just with more lane maneuverability.
It's like a modified variant.
I'm okay with a modified variant.
Yeah, because it looks from the speed guys, they are having to lift off the throttle bits and pieces here and there, but they're not really having to jump completely out of it yet, I say. About 10.
You can put those top 5 cars right under a blanket, and 6th place isn't that far back either.
And keep in mind, they don't have long, right? You're already 12 laps into this thing, of this scheduled 66 here tonight. You're that halfway is going to come up before you know it. Yeah,
you're clocking at probably about 32 seconds a lap, roughly.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, 32 laps, you're looking at 16 minutes, if my math is right.
Yeah, right around that. And they are absolute going at it up the front of the field, man. Scott right there in 5th. He's just holding tight right there in P5 in that number 12 machine, trying to come up with a way to get around them here. But I honestly feel like when they get double file in front of you, it's going to be very hard to get any movement. And unless these tires start wearing more and more as we go. Oh, wow. Big slide out of the 19. Oh.
And that just opened the door for the 2 and the 41 to absolutely clear them.
And you seen them got down in there, maybe pushed it in a little too deep, stepped back in, stepped out. He had to chase it up the hill. Now we got it side by side for the race lead between the 41 and 2 camps now. Let's see, we got Chevrolet Supers, we got a Toyota Super, I see a Dodge Super. I'm waiting for somebody to come in here with a Volkswagen Super. That'd be hilarious.
Or a Mazda or a Nissan.
There we go. As they continue to run up front there, the 41 top side trying to get it done. Can't do anything. EJ steps that car out. They're really yawed out through the corner right now.
Oh, yeah. I think they're going to spin out every time they cut the wheel left. Like, their back ends are really kicked out.
Now, again, I run super late models official on the short tracks a ton, but this is a whole nother ball game with these cars here at a place like Atlanta.
Yeah, this is some crazy racing right now. It's like action upon action upon action.
Well, side by side. And it's good racing because it's crazy, but it's easy to keep up with as well. Because they're right there. Yeah. They're able to maneuver the car. It's not like a plate track where you can't maneuver. They're doing it.
You have 7th place to 1st is all within 0.8 of a second.
Off of turn 2. Oof. Every time they come off the corner, I think somebody's going to lose it. It literally looks like the car is about to spin out every time they exit a corner, AJ.
Oh, yeah. And I'm surprised they're not... Well, maybe later on in the run, they're going to have to start catching the vehicles because as the tires wear, they're going to lose a little grip on the back tires.
Taking a look back here, there's Joey in 9th, Tommy in 10th, Bruce Lee Weaver in 11th, 12th, Brandon Lawson. Looking back through the field here a little ways.
We haven't done it yet, but what's going on, everybody up in the chat? We see a lot of familiar faces. Glad you're here. If you haven't yet, to our new friends, subscribe to the page, like the video, share the video out. And yeah, keep everything nice and clean and calm and fun in the chat as we're about to see a 3-wide battle if that 12 car goes up any higher.
Yeah, he's going to have to block that lower lane off a little bit more.
Well, he's about to block the high lane.
Well, block both lanes if you can, but you run out of blocking space, right? You're trying to block, but...
Yeah, that 19 is there.
19 all over him. Here comes the 41. Look at the run on the top side coming for the 41. As the tires wear, I think that top side's starting to come in. Great run he got. That's EJ up there up top. He's really running the outside groove, AJ. Wow. Yeah, this is what's going to be fun about this race tonight as the track changes, right? Will this line, will you be around the bottom or will you go to where the 41's at, which is basically by the wall? Oh, wow. He is tight to the bumper of the car in front of him. Everybody hanging on, 2 wide up front, 5 cars under a blanket. Well, AJ, what would you like to do if you're the 41 camp and you see him going higher and higher and climbing the ladder here in the corners?
Well, I'd go where my car feels most comfortable, because if you can control your car being up that high, as we're seeing 3 wide right now, you're going to have the nice runs coming off the turns, as we saw literally right there. It's taking them right to 3rd place.
Yeah, exactly. Taking on one with the other one. There is EJ in the 41 camp. Shannon Wood there as well. Jason Barum right there as well in the mix right now. Of course, we kind of got invaded by the Roach Army a little bit there for a moment there, AJ.
Yeah, that's what I said by seeing some familiar faces. It's good to see everybody. Unfortunately, stuff happened where we're no longer doing what we were doing on Tuesday nights, but we wish them nothing but the best, as I'm actually watching our stream along with their stream, and they actually have a really good race going on tonight, so I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, the 41 a bit loose on the top side. He'll drop back a lane. That's EJ O'Rourke right there. And I've got AJ monitoring that situation because I want to know how Caleb and the 24 car finishes tonight. As we continue 2 races at once here, Mike Kelly leading the way at the moment. 23 of 66 complete, 24 on the board. Kelly out front leading Tyler Dalton right there. Scott Smiley third. Shannon Wood in the top four. Man, this top five, EJ O'Rourke, who is backed up a little bit, was running the top lane. Now he slid back to fifth, AJ.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting just the 2x2 at the front of the pack, but, you know, they're still there. That 41 and 83 are still right there.
Yeah, they're not giving up the ghost yet here. 25 on the board, inching towards halfway here tonight in those bonus points. I think what's weird for me, though, in this series with no fast repair, even though you got bonus points, you cannot risk tearing the car up right now because we still have 18 cars on the lead lap at the moment. So, I mean, you tear the car up, that's going to drop you dramatically in the finish order.
Yeah, you're seriously going to go, see you later, bye-bye. What awesome racing we're seeing. Like, I haven't seen a late model race like this before on this big of a track.
Yeah, it is really performing as we'd hoped. Look at the 19. Underneath the two, still, Mike Kelly again coming for what I say, he's won 3 in a row, going for 4 here tonight. On a tear in that Toyota. But man, Tyler Dalton, Shannon Wood, Scott Smiley.
Oh, that 2 car just left an opening on the bottom lane for that 19 again.
Yep, Tyler Dalton going to jump down there and try to fill it. On board with Tyler as they head down the back straightaway on our Extreme Sim TV hood cam. You see him right there behind the 2, nose to tail. Man, what a view. Look how much that 2, that left side of that car stepping out. He'll gather it back up, that Toyota now. Down the front straightaway once again with Mr. Tyler Dalton and Shannon Wood to their outside as well. Debuting a couple of new cameras here for the super late model. I like that hood cam. Really looks nice. See them all over one another right now. There's the 12 right there also in the mix. Battling it out here with 28 of 66 on the board.
Well, we're getting close to halfway for bonus points, so I'd be really fighting right now.
Yeah, bring out your sword, because you're going to need it here. Like you're stepping into the Great Coliseum or something right now up front.
Oh, do you really need me to do that again? Are you not entertained?
There you go. That was your cue for your marker, buddy. Mike Kelly up front. See, I just give AJ these cues, and he already knows what I want him to do. We're the 2 car there with the 02 still up front, 30 of 66 on the board. Everybody up front holding serve, 31 on the board this time. Back in the 2, clear himself up. He does. Mike Kelly really assuming out in front of the 02, but not for long. It's almost like you can't block both lanes up front here.
Well, I can tell you what would happen if you try blocking both lanes.
What will do tell, sir?
You're either going to meet inside wall or outside wall.
And neither one of those are good, right?
No, especially not with any fast pairs.
Well, here we go. We should be coming up, 2 to go in the stage this time by. Man, what do you do if you're out front trying to get these bonus points? If I'm not...
I would literally, if they're not going to wreck, I would really suggest pushing it to get as many, points as possible.
Yeah, you really got to push it. Ken might get clear, because if he can get clear of the 02 and slide up and shut the door, he does. Coming to what would be the white flag in the stage, right, AJ?
Oh, here goes the 02. He's underneath them, but I think that 2 car is going to have the launch coming out.
Oh, both cars out of shape here. Coming to the stripe, 3 wide behind them. Should be 1 to go in the stage now. Rewind for second. Oh, Nelly.
I don't know if they're going to be able to hold that one more turn. Oh, that was
no.
crazy.
Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. They're going to look at the 19. He'll prevail. Tyler Dalton will move to second. Coming out of turn number 4, he'll hold on for P2. The battle now for third. Coming across the stripe, it's going to be Mike Kelly at the end of the first half, leading Tyler Scott right there as well. So there you go. Now, I'm not for sure if they put the yellow out or they keep them running.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but hell of a couple battles.
But at the halfway marker, it was Mike leading.
They are really hauling the mail.
Yeah, the mail is being hauled and delivered right now. Up front, 35 to 66 on the board. Crossing the stripe again now. Up front leading, that is going to be the 2 for now, but here comes Tyler Dalton on the bottom underneath Kelly as they exit turn 2. What racing we have seen at the front of this field.
Yeah, this is absolutely insane right now.
Great racing up front right now. 5 cars under the blanket off of turn 4. And really...
Shoot. And we were hoping for a caution so we could talk to one of these guys. I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it is. Unless we get a fan throwing a shoe on the racetrack or something.
I mean, I have a slipper. Would that help?
Well, a slipper might work.
Whoosh.
Tyler Dalton right there up front. Reach over and
I can confirm the slipper does not go through the computer monitor.
We'll try a beer can. Maybe that'll work better. 36 to 66 complete. This time by 30 to go. Double file at the front of the field. Now, what is weird, 6th on back, they have really kind of starting to fall off this front pack of cars. Yeah. Joey in 8th. Bobby back here in 9th, 10th with Weaver.
It makes me wonder if it has to do with draft, because as you see, all these guys are tucked right behind another car. Yeah. Maybe they took a bad turn and lost the draft possibly. I don't know. It's just something I am thinking.
Well, if you look at the lap times, they're not very far off this front pack. So I think you're dead on. I think it may be just they don't have enough cars right there together like this front pack of Supras does to keep them kind of back up to the group that they need to be with. That was a long way from me saying they fell too far back. But right now, Shannon Wood has moved to second. And what's funny up front here, with 11 lead changes and 39 laps, there is no guarantee to where you're going to finish.
No, there isn't. And the way these guys have been flip-flopping positions, you can literally be leading one lap and then back to 3rd or 4th or maybe even 6th the next lap.
Yeah, they are. Now, what is funny now, when we come back next season for this, if they come back to Atlanta, Atlanta, in theory, would be a total different racetrack, right? With the repave and the reconfiguration.
Yeah, but that also depends on how fast iRacing is going to change the layout and all that.
Yeah, something tells me it won't take them long. As they continue to run here, Shannon Wood up there in second. Now, I'm starting to see that outside line become more dominant here. 4 cars in the line. Maybe the tires are starting to go to the point that the outside line is really favorable for those guys, depending on how your car's handling, right? Oh, one car really sideways.
Oh, well, he saves the car, gets back on the track, but loses the draft.
Yeah, he'll get it lined back up. Everybody else stays in the line. Wood right there in second. You got to figure it out here in a hurry with 42 going on the board this time by. Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, he'll jump to the outside of the 2. Now he'll draw kind of dead. Well, not quite. He's not quite there. Oh, Oh, the two trying to close the door can't do it. Wow. How impressive is this racing right now at the front of the field?
I'm like in awe with the first like 43 laps right now with how side by side these guys are. I was not expecting this.
No, neither was I. But they have put on a great show. 43 of 66 on the board. Continuing to run now top side. There's the 0-2 machine really getting to the high side of the racetrack. Really pushing with the two underneath. And again, folks, we'll be back this Saturday evening, AJ, with the Sim 500 Racing League ARCA Throwback Series back this Saturday evening.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well because last week's race at Auto Club was a lot of fun. Like, you know, it was really pit strategy that won that race, and you know, it just shows on how people need to think while they're also driving and be their own crew chief if they don't have anybody there.
O'Rourke right there in the mix, top five, and believe it or not, it looks like Jason has been able to maintain the draft enough to stay with this front pack. Boy, oh boy, what are we going to see in the closing 20 laps of this race? This is going to be absolutely insane. Oh, nearly contact for the race lead there, AJ. The two washed up the racetrack into the side of Shannon. Shannon held on. I'd love to drop back and cover the rear of the field some more, but we really can't leave this battle up front right now. It's just unreal, the racing we're seeing.
No, you can't.
46 of 66 complete, 20 to go this time by. Field still double file up front. Now the top lane starting to pull ahead little by little. And down the back straightaway they come. What a night we have seen all evening long here as they continue to exit turn number 4 here tonight. Wow.
Ooh, I saw Carl get a little squirrely there. Was that the 19 coming off of 4 right there?
Yeah, I believe that was the 19 getting a little loose. And I think these tires, these rear tires on these supers are starting to go bye-bye as they run. Say goodbye to your rear tires, my friend.
9 cars pit coming in this lap. 00 pitting.
So this would be fuel. They cannot take tires. And that was a question I had in my head. Can they make it on fuel? Well, that's the answer, right? With 20 to go, we got cars diving down pit road.
Yeah, with not being able to take tires, it's literally just a gas and go. So there's really no strategy play here unless your strategy is how much fuel you plan on taking. Yeah,
that would be the only strategy. But really, 19 laps to go. We'll see when this front field decides to dive down.
Well, here's a question. Would you take a full fuel can to make the back end of the 2-car pitting, the back end a little heavier to give yourself a little more grip?
I think I would do the opposite. I think I'd want to be lighter.
Okay.
I think more straight. What you would do would give you more corner stability, but I feel like lighter fuel tank down the straightaway, that would give you more speed, you would think. I don't know. I don't think there's a bad answer. We got more coming to pit road at 02, the 9 or the 09 down. I believe that was. That came down pit road that time with 17 to go. That's going to leave Scott and EJ out here waiting on their stops as well. Now, what's going to be interesting when they all come back together, will they be in a big group like we've seen all race long?
I don't know. We're going to have to see how everybody, pits, and if there's a mistake, they're going to be out of the equation.
Yep, 40, pit road, or 41, EJ on pit road, gets it woed down. Smiley will take and cross the stripe
Here
to
comes the
C16.
12 around the outside. I don't think the 12 is pitted yet.
I don't think so. As I look through my stats here. No, he has not stopped yet. He still needs to stop. So does Brandon L. Lewis. Rourke needs to hit pit road as well, as long as Bruce Lee Weaver. They all need to hit pit road. Now the 12 will bring it down for his stop. That'll hand the lead off to the 3, assuming Jeff does not hit pit road as well. He'll stay out another lap with 15 to go. As we cycle through our green flag stops, in theory, this should, cycle out to probably Shannon Wood leading this race. Doug right now in the 04. He'll go the second. Now, he's been on pit road before, but it was 44 laps ago during that caution, so that's not going to make a big difference. I don't think you can make it to the end.
That 19 and 02 are still side by side.
And they've been that way pretty much all race with 14 laps to go.
Well, I say that, and that 19 gets right in front of the 02.
EJ right there with them, so they have set themselves apart. These 3 cars will be your race leading pack when it all cycles through here. So Tyler right now, Mike Kelly is kind of off that group by about 1.4 seconds. The pit road really breaking the front of the field up, AJ.
Yeah, which I kind of figured pit stops were going to, pull a couple of drivers apart. But I wasn't ooh, green car. Ooh, was that Mikey? No, that's not Mikey. It's the 83 car was really out of shape coming out of 2 there.
Wow. There he is. That is Jason that got out of shape last time by. Remember, right now it's Jeff leading the way and Doug in second, but they still need to hit pit road. They did make a stop early on, but it's not going to be enough to get them to the end, I don't think.
I don't think it will be enough either. The only thing I can think of what they're doing is waiting on a caution. If, that's my only thought on it.
Well, they pitted, 48 laps ago, and we're running lap 55 of this race right now. So, I don't think so, maybe, but depending on how much you're burning per gallon per lap, right? That's going to depend. 11 laps to go. If the 04 and 3 can somehow stay out, they're going to snooker them all. 10 laps to go this time for the 3 machine. Doug behind him by 14 seconds, so he's got a good lead. He can save some here if he chooses to, but I still don't know that it would get him all the way.
Yeah, he can try to save. Oh, no, he's ducking off to pit road now. 3 cars on pit road.
Nope, he'll hit pit road. We'll see.
But he did shorten his pit stop because he doesn't have to take as much fuel.
Yep, we'll see here what he decides to do. He's on pit road now. And in his stall. Oh, he's staying in there longer than that. About 9 seconds was his stop. Or 8 seconds. So it did save him a little bit, but nevertheless, Tyler Dalton, Shannon, and EJ O'Rourke. Now up into second is Tyler Dalton. Doug will still have to hit pit road. And like we kind of predicted, Tyler will go back to the race lead. And he'll have Shannon all over that back bumper.
And Shannon has EJ all over the back of his bumper.
There they go. They just took over the lead from Doug. Doug on pit road. 9 laps to go. And unless Mike Kelly can get a caution, I don't think the winning streak's going to continue for Mr. Kelly. He's a little bit out of the draft right now, so these front 3, if they're smart, they'll stay lined up, keep it between them, the 3 of them, until about 2 to go.
That's what I'm thinking, but you can't really bet on what the top 3 cars are going to do because I don't know about you, but I want to be in front right now and just clean air getting to the nose of the vehicle.
Well, we've seen them get side by side and stalled out here. So that may affect any last lap move that they may attempt to make here tonight.
Well, there are bumpers.
Well, there's that. I don't know if your fellow competitors are going to be cool with that at a 1.5 mile racetrack, though.
But I think the 19 is doing what he needs to. He's protecting that bottom line so nobody can get underneath him and push him up the track.
Yeah, exactly. Look at the move starting to happen for second here. EJ's like, my time to go. He's going to go to the bottom. Try to pick up P2 here. EJ O'Rourke right there in that second spot, trying to get it done. He'll draw even now down the back straightaway as you're right on board. 7 to go here at Atlanta. EJ still battling for that second spot on the racetrack. 6 laps to go this time by. 6 to go here. Round 5 at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Super Series presented by Metro Saw Cutting out of Portland, Oregon. Again, for all your concrete refinishing and cutting needs. See, I got it. Got it that time.
I'm proud of you.
We continue to run here. 5 laps to go. Shannon Wood out there in the O2 machine, trying to make the move here with 5 to go. And these guys all over one another right now. Nose to tail at the front of the field. Who makes the move where with 5 laps to go? And nose to tail down the back straightaway here into turns 3 and 4. EJ O'Rourke right there. I think he's sitting in the catbird seat. Maybe he can get a run here. I think the run's got to come from EJ there, AJ.
Yeah, it's going to have to. And I think, if anything, you might need the help to get past.
EJ going to jump to the top. He's found something on that top lane. He'll try to pull ahead from the 0-2. Can't do it. If he can get clear and get to the 19, the 19's been guarding the bottom. Maybe he can get the outside lane on the 19 of Tyler Dalton. Dalton up front leading. He's got to watch both lanes with 3 to go, AJ. Boy, this is setting up for one heck of a finish. Man, what do you do if you're O'Rourke or even Shannon Wood right now?
Oh, we got a car spinning on the apron, and he's going to get right in front of these leaders. Oh, no, he's going to stay at the bottom.
Nice move by him to keep it down low. That's the 39. But that messed up the 19's corner entry. And look at the 41. 2 to go this time. EJ's like, I'm here. 2 to go. He's all over that left rear quarter panel, AJ. This might be his shot. The 19 goes high, throws kind of a block on him.
Yeah. But he's going to have the run off the exit. And it looks like the 0-2 might try to dive under. There he goes.
Oh, that could kill EJ's opportunity. Oh, boy.
I think it's going to kill both their opportunities.
Oh, the 19 got loose. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. 1 to go, and they're nose to tail 3 wide now, AJ, with 1 to go.
I have a strange feeling we might see a wreck here.
Look at that. EJ goes to the middle. Got clear. He'll come up the racetrack 19 big run. That's Tyler Dalton, AJ, down the back. Oh, man, Tyler's going to be there.
I don't know what we're about to see here.
It's going to be good.
Are we going to see Pat McAfee just completely punt? I don't think so. Unless he gets loose, it's his race.
The 19's got to run through the triangle, but it's EJ O'Rourke by a nose.
What a finish.
Wow. EJ O'Rourke earned that one. Wow. What about that, AJ?
That was fantastic. The whole race was nuts, and I loved every second of it. We had 1 caution and 17 lead changes? That was crazy.
And that was by, what am I seeing here? 21 thousandths of a second was your race winner. We'll go back to the replay. We'll take a look at that run to the line once again for the 41 camp. What a great race. As you see him coming to the stripe here by just this much. Man. The super late models did not disappoint here tonight, my man.
Wow. That was freaking awesome. Oh, wow.
Wow.
If I were you, Matt, I'd clip that and put that on your Facebook page because that was an amazing finish.
Yeah, it was. And we're going to get ready to talk to our winner. We're not done yet, folks. We're going to get with your winner in a moment.
I feel like we need to talk to the whole field after that. Jesus.
Yeah, really. As you can see on your screen, I got it frozen time for you what the finish looked like here at Atlanta Motor Speedway tonight. O'Rourke getting it done here tonight, doing a great job. EJ's got to be stoked with the win. Let's see if we can get O'Rourke. There he is. Okay. Well, we moved into the wrong channel, didn't we? Yep.
Might have.
Yep, we did. There's a lot of channels here to choose from, folks. We'll let him move. Let's see if I can get him in here now. There we go, Mr. EJ, Matt in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Matt, how we doing?
I'm doing good, buddy. How stoked are you to pull that one off?
Man, I've always wanted to win a race in the super late model, and I've been close so many times, but I just haven't been able to get it done. So it's been a long time since I won a race. It's been over a year since I won on a plate track, on non-plate track, so it's pretty cool.
Well, man, I tell you what, you had to play your shot there very late. You had the run to the line, just enough momentum to get there and keep it ahead of the car to your outside and inside. What kind of racing was it like out there tonight in the driver's seat?
It was just like an IROC race back in the day, or an SRX race. The draft was huge. Mike Kelly was really fast, but he pitted by himself and had no draft, so we were able to kind of get ahead of him. And Grayson Shannon and Tyler Dalton, I mean, these guys are really good at this. And you know, Tyler Dalton, he was setting me up. I didn't really know what I was going to do to get around him. I didn't want to wreck him, of course, and I was trying to get to his outside, but he was running the perfect line, and I was able to kind of spook him there. I think going into one, I pitched it in there, and I got clear. So, but he almost got me. If the start finish line was towards turn one, he probably would have beat me.
Well, it was just by that much. Dude, I tell you what, man, that was a great race. You talk about IROC back in the day. That's exactly thinking of it, what it kind of reminded me of.
Absolutely, yeah. This GMTI, Gary Mercer Trucking, Personal Comfort, Papa Sidewalker Camaro was fast. I got to thank Trey Edson for painting me this cool scheme. It's my first 700 race in it, so I guess it's a pretty lucky one.
Well, man, you did a wonderful job getting it done and getting to the start-finish line, brother.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys for broadcasting and interviewing me, and it feels good to finally get the job done for once.
Well, I tell you what, we came in mid-season here for the Supers, so let's pull up the point standings again. Now, not in the top 10, but a great win for you. You know, Mike Kelly had that run. You talked about him being so fast, coming off that 3-race winning streak. Are you happy to be the one to put the sword in the three-way and the winning streak?
Absolutely. There's no one in this league I want to be more than Mike Kelly.
There you go. Well, you put the sword to it and chopped that winning streak off.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Mike's a good guy, and it's always fun to race him. And Tyler Dalton and Shannon and everybody up here. It's a good time.
Well, man, again, congratulations. Great run here tonight, EJ. Congrats on the first win off the plate race tracks as well.
I appreciate that, Matt. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a great night. Go celebrate.
Thank you.
Oh, Mr. Tyler Dalton, you got a copy.
I got you.
Just that close to going to victory lane, brother.
Yeah, just made one little mistake there on the coming to the white flag. We were three-wide in the troval. Didn't realize that we were clear going into one and gave a little bit too much room. Still almost came back and got him out of 4, but just not quite enough. I needed probably one more lap there.
Yeah, man, well, you put on a great show out there, fighting to the stripe. Good clean run as well, coming to the finish line. So what is your thoughts after the finish there? I know you're racing in points with Mr. Kelly. So you made up a little bit on Kelly. Does that help there as well?
Yeah, as much as I would like to win, I'm just glad to see someone besides Mike win.
There you go. We talked about earlier that 3-race winning streak he went on. So, you know, points-wise, you came in, I believe you were 10 off of Mike. this is going to help you kind of close that gap a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to help. We also got to factor in we're going to have the one drop week, and I know Mike had a bad Daytona, so he's actually probably ahead a little bit more than we think right now. So something just to keep in mind. His consistency ever since Daytona has been just outstanding.
Well, man, you did a great job, man, coming home second here tonight, Tyler. Like you said, left that inside line just a little bit too much open there in 1 and 2.
Yeah, like I said, I knew at the end I was getting tight. I knew that I wouldn't be able to hold the inside. I definitely wanted the outside, but if I realized there was that much room, I would have pinched him down a little bit more. But like I said, I'll take a second. We lost by 0.02 seconds.
Yeah,
we'll take it and move on to next week. But we had a good finish. I'm happy that seemed like everybody had a good time with the car. Worked hard this week to get the setup put together. These cars are a little awkward trying to get them to run on the big tracks. They aren't really made for that. But once you hit on something, it's pretty good. We started off pretty loose, and then towards the end, you were pretty tight. So nice balance.
Well, man, congratulations, dude, and a good job working on the car.
Thank you. Yeah, I just want to thank my team, all the Sim 500 Mafia guys. Shannon had a good finish too. Was right up there with me. He let me go after we got off of the pit stop because I could run the bottom and he couldn't. And we were doing good. I saw we were pulling away from Mike. We worked good together up there. Had another teammate, Jason, back there finished 6th, and Bobby in 7th. So, and Joey in 9th. So we had a good run for the team, and hopefully we'll continue that next week.
All right, Tyler, man. Again, congratulations, buddy. Top 2.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Woods, you got a copy on me?
Yes, sir. How you doing that, Matt?
I'm doing all right, buddy. We're coming home 3rd right there in that mix as well. Almost got it 3 wide through the tri-oval, battling for a race win. What did you think of the racing overall?
It was a great race. I was real surprised how that center line stayed, competitive with the low line there. I was actually better in the middle than I was on the bottom. That's what when Tyler was talking about. We come out on pit road. We was trying to get away from Mike, and I told him, I said, just come on by and let me follow you on the bottom because I can't run on the bottom. I was too loose. But we had a good race. I really believe I could have won that race if I just stayed on the outside because, man, I had a hot rod or in the middle there, and it was awesome.
Well, dude, you did a great job. And like you said, just a little bit of trouble running that bottom lane. That bottom lane seemed to be the preferred groove all evening.
Yeah, it did. And I don't know. I could just about almost flat-foot it. Both ends of the racetrack in the center. I don't know if it's the way I was arcing the turn or what it was, but man, it was good. And like I said, I believe if I'd have stayed out there, I could have won it. But we was trying to, work as a team, get up there and get away from Mike. And EJ snuck up there and stole the win. That's fine. That's all good.
Yeah, for everybody. Well, again, congratulations, man, on a P3 here tonight, Shannon.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Well, AJ, there it was. Our first time out here with these guys. That was a lot of fun.
That was complete chaos the whole time. They were side by side the whole time. And if we're going to get that every week, depending on whatever track we're on, I am very excited for Tuesday nights.
Yeah, me as well. That was a lot of fun. Again, don't forget, Sim 500, they run racing literally 7 nights a week. I kid you not. So if you're looking for a league to join, check out Sim 500. They have got a series for you. For sure, as they get ready to move on to tomorrow night's racing action. We've got Tuesday and Saturdays right now. And I tell you what, it's been a lot of fun first time out with them.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly impressed. I'm very happy. The ARCA K&N race that we had Saturday was awesome because it had something to do with tires and fuel mileage, and this one was just pure power the whole time, just balls to the wall.
Yeah, it was. Don't forget, Sim 500 moves on tomorrow night, Wednesday evening. They will move on to their Snap Mobile .shop truck series on Wednesday, and then on Thursday they got their Boomer Cup series rolling Thursday. Friday night, they have their Midnight Thunder Truck Series. Then we'll be back with them broadcasting on Saturday for the Sim 500 Throwback ARCA Series, the FEG Grand National Series on Sunday, and their upcoming Sim 500 Winter Series as well to be broadcasted LSR TV for that one. So again, 7 nights a week, they're going to run something and have something going on. So again, head over to sim500.com and look up and register today for one of these great series. Again, I want to thank our partner here tonight to help present all of this, Metro Assault Cutting out of Portland, Oregon. Make sure and give them a call, 503-341-8911, as well for all your concrete salt cutting needs. Got it right that time, right?
Yeah, just make sure you're in the area for them.
Yeah, don't call them if you're not in Portland, because I don't think they like come to Tennessee or something. You know, I don't think they'll come out that far out. I don't know. Maybe they would if you paid them enough. Who knows?
Well, yeah, money is a big talker.
Well, what a night here as well, and we will get ready to head on out of here. What a night. Thank you guys for coming out this evening, and we will see you next week for round number 6 of the Super Series presented by Metro Assault Cutting. Until then, have a great night. Stay safe. See y'all next time.